passes and cycling.
Yeah, I'm not the best at that.
But actually, I've actually got to be present. Because a bit worried about it. So it's got you some we don't need it.
You have me off to the morning.
We don't need you.
I have one of these on, I don't know, so you can use
So
that.
we won't be talking about
Oh, it's
it.
that's €30. No, I can't. First? Yeah, go on. Where we go with it? Really good.
Look like a darts player.
Did you have one goal, do you? Or is that practice?
Yes, it's right. It's right.
To win. How is it? He's not the warm, but I'm not.
As we have 3 hours.
Sorry. He's still struggling.
Dominic, don't let us down.
Just the one. That's close. No.
Congratulations.
Okay.
Did you get that?
Okay, good afternoon everyone and welcome to this media conference with Anthony Gordon from Blankenheim. As ever, if we can keep it to a minimum of 3 questions per person so we can get around as many of you as possible. And at the end we'll have a short embargoed section till 10:30 PM UK time this evening. I think when we're ready, Carver, do you want to get started?
Anthony, first of all, you look like you've got some nasty grazes on your face and also your hands and legs. What happened, and will this affect how you play at all?
So we went on what was meant to be a recovery bike ride. It was a lovely day and I was going down a hill. I tried to take a quick video for my family, just to show them what I was doing. And then before I knew it, I was face first into the floor. I've got a few grazes, yeah, but it's not only a few cuts. It's not anything painful.
Was it not a case that you used the wrong brake or you pressed the turbo button or something?
Yeah, so the electrics are obviously a lot faster than normal bikes. And in England, the front brake is on the right-hand side. So here, I tried to press the left just to slow, and then next minute, it's not slowed down, it's fully come to a stop. And I haven't, I've gone 10 feet in the air, chin first.
And what happened next? Did you have to go and see the medical team, or what was the reaction from the rest of the squad?
I just carried on. I just finished the bike ride, and then when I got back to the camp, obviously I had to put the stuff on it, which absolutely stung. That was the worst bit. But to be fair, no one seen me, thankfully, and I definitely didn't press record. So there's some positives to come from it.
Are you going to get back on the bike again, or are you trying to find some new hobbies?
No, I'll get back on. I won't let that bother me. It was lovely. It was a lovely day. I ruined it for myself.
Right, let's turn to football now. There's been lots of debate about the starting 11 for England games. A lot of people think that you should start. If you did start, or when you play for England, what do you think you bring to the side? What qualities? I
think my main strengths are I'm very direct. I'm obviously quick. So I know I'm a nightmare for anyone that I play against. And I'm positive, every time I get the ball, I always try and make something happen. I'm not a very safe player. I'm always going for it. I'm always trying to put people on the back foot. I think with the players we've got, the likes of H, who like to drop deep, I think I add sort of a different element to the team.
And do you feel that there are places in the team up for grabs, or do you think the manager's got a set idea of what his starting 11 is, and he'll only use you as an impact substitute?
I'm not too sure. I think that's probably a better question for the manager, and it's out of my control. I can only control sort of what I can control, and that's giving me best every day and trying to cause as many problems for him when it comes to selection as I possibly can. And when or if I'm needed, I'll be more than ready.
Alex and Henry.
Hi, Anthony.
Hi.
You won the Under-21 Euros last summer, were player of the tournament. Are there similarities between that group and this one?
Yeah, I think even the whole setup is like, it's very similar. I feel the same as last year. Of course, it's a bit different. The competition's much higher. I mean, we haven't faced a bad nation yet. Every team you come up against is really good in their own right, and I think that's the main difference I've noticed.
Just more on you coming into the team. Have you spoken to the manager about what it is you potentially need to do to break into that starting 11?
No, I'm not that guy, to be honest. I just like to give me best and, like I said before, control the controllables. I think if I train to me very best of my ability and do the best I can every day, that's my way of sort of giving him a headache in terms of selection, and the rest that I can't control.
And Gareth has spoken about the reaction to the team and saying it's made an unusual environment. Have you been aware of it? Do you come off social media during tournaments, or is it not something that affects you?
No, to be honest, I don't really care about stuff like that. I actually think of it in a positive way. It's like, if people are, being negative, it's only because they expect a lot from you, which, is a positive thing. So, if we want that to start, we just need to perform and give people what they want to see.
And Anthony, hi. Can I just throw a couple of Tim Grover sayings at you, because I know you're a big reader of winning. I mean, one of them was, winning requires all of you. It's over and over and over. Yesterday's irrelevant. It's all about tomorrow. How do you maintain that hunger?
Yeah, it's very true. And like I said before, we can only control so much. So, as I said in the past game, obviously we weren't where we want to be, but it's gone, it's in the past. And we've got to stay present as a team, stay focused on what's ahead of us. And that saying is exactly, what it means, because we've got a lot coming up, we've got a lot to look forward to. And if we let sort of the past games affect us, then we're not going to perform to the best we can.
I mean, for you personally, he also talks about everything starts with doubt. I mean, you're obviously very confident the way you talk, but is there that doubt that is always there that drives you?
I think everyone naturally doubts himself to begin with. I think the key is noticing that you do doubt yourself and then finding ways to switch it. I have zero doubt when it comes to playing football. I think it's more off the pitch and before you get on the pitch where the doubt creeps in before games. The butterflies and the nerves. Anyone who tells you that doesn't happen is a liar. But it's the best players who can then be self-aware enough to know the feeling that and change it during the game.
And just a final one for me. Pressure is a privilege. It defines who you can become.
Yeah, I've said that a lot actually on this camp to the staff when I've spoke about sort of the media surrounding the team. I'm reading a book from Dan Carter at the minute, and that's actually a quote he uses in the book. So that's been on my mind a lot, and like I said before, pressure is a privilege because it means people are expecting things from you, which in return means they think you're good at what you do.
Hello, it's Miro Antoldelis, Sport Slovakia. In general, what do you think about Sunday's opponent, about Slovakia? And maybe what's your message to Martin Dubravka, your teammate? He just wrote me that you are a great guy and he looks forward to see you on Sunday.
Yeah, Dubravka's a top guy. I've obviously played with him for a year and a half now. He's been really important for Newcastle, and he's, again, top guy, top goalkeeper. I hope he loses in the game. But Slovakia are a good team, very organised, a lot of threats on the counter-attack. They have some direct players and some very experienced players at this level as well. So it'll be a really difficult game, and we're preparing for that.
Thank you.
Thank you. Faye, and then across the chat.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
On Martin Dubravka, actually, did you speak to him before the tournament, and did he give you any insight into what the expectations were for Slovakia and what they were trying to achieve?
No, we didn't speak too much. We spoke more about the tournament in general and the excitement of it, but not too much about our two individual teams. But I think they've done so good in the tournament so far. The group was really difficult. I think it was a lot more difficult than it actually looked on paper. So they've done really well, and they're in a good place.
And when we spoke last week, you said you were chomping at the bit to get on. You got a taste of it the other night. How much more has it made you want it?
Yeah, I don't think I needed any opportunity to make me want it even more. I'll always be ready. Like I said, I can only control so much, and that's everything I do every day. And I try and push the lads who are playing as best as I can when I train, and then when I get on, I'm trying to stay on. I'm not trying to come off. And the next match, I'm and playing to basically start the next game. That's my mindset.
And you talked about your direct style. How much does that help, particularly playing against the teams that do play with such a low block?
Yeah, I think it does, because it brings a sense of like unpredictability. I win a lot of fouls and stuff, and it can put teams on the back foot, and that's just the way I play football. That works for me. That's the way I feel best playing. And again, like I said before, I know how hard I am to play against. I can feel it. I know people don't like playing against me, so it's worked for me, and I'm going to carry on doing it.
Thanks, Fang. Jack Pittbrook.
Hi. Obviously, you've been training with the lads for a few weeks now, but you've got, an hour or so against Iceland and then a few minutes against Slovenia. Do you feel up to speed?
Yeah, I'm very up to speed. Like I said, before the Iceland game, I had an ankle injury, which kept me out for the last week or two of the season, but I had some time off for that to recover. In the Iceland game, I felt a bit rusty, a bit tired, but from then on, I felt great in training. I can say the past week or 2 weeks, I couldn't have done any more than what I've done in training. I feel like I'm in really good form. I'm training really well, and I run a lot, training or a game, so I never really lose out on fitness.
Was the Slovenia game what you expected it would be like?
I don't think I expected anything. I'm just, you turn up to a game and you sort of prepare for it. You want to go about your business. If you go in with expectations to win or lose, I think that can be your biggest downfall. I thought we controlled the game well, like I've said before, but just lacked a bit around the final third.
Obviously, this is your first time doing a senior international tournament. What have you learned from the whole process since you've been in Germany, on and off the pitch?
Just the same as in life, really. Just stay level-headed, don't get too high, too low. Like I said before, with the pressure and things that come with this type of stage, it's not really real because you can change it in an instant. If we go and put a top performance in our next game, everything changes, and that's a good thing about football.
Thanks, Jack. We'll go back to Jerry Lawson.
Hi, Anthony. Good luck on Sunday.
Thank you.
Just going back to the bike incident. At any point when you were flying through the air 10 feet, did you think, oh my God, what have I done?
The worst thing about it was, because I was on my phone, I actually didn't know I was falling off until I hit the floor. Because I was just focused on my phone. And like I said, went chin first. I think the moral of that story is we probably spend too much time on our phones these days. So the moral of the story is just enjoy the moment instead of going on your phone.
What did Gareth say when he saw your face?
Well, he laughed at first, just like everyone else did. I think it was a bit of a joke. It wasn't that serious, it's just a few scratches, so everyone was just sort of laughing at me and, laughing at my pain.
Can you tell us in seriousness, your pride, a message for the fans really, what was your pride when you first put on that England shirt? You're a very considered guy, obviously. What did it mean to you, and what will playing Tuesday night, should the occasion arise, Sunday night, mean to you?
It means everything to me. This is for me the pinnacle of football. To represent your country at a major tournament, it doesn't get much bigger for me. Especially us as a nation, the players we've got. You have to do so well to get to this point. But my mindset is like, I'm here now and I want to keep going. I want to establish myself in a team and be someone that the manager can't drop. So I'm not there yet, and I've still got so much to do to get there.
Thank you very much.
Okay, I think that ends in the live section. Pierre? Yep, finish with Pierre in the live section and we'll move on.
Last Sunday, Harry Kane says that the criticism of Gary Lineker could potentially have an impact on the young player of the squad who are not used to this kind of environment. So, as this is your first tournament, I was wondering, did the harsh criticism of Lineker have an impact on you or not?
No, not me personally. I mean, I can't speak for the other young players, but I can speak on their personalities, which I see very similar to mine. I think the young players we've got in the squad have got a fearlessness about them now. We don't really care about anything other than just performing and playing football. We performed at a high level all year, and that's why we're here. So I think if we start worrying about things like that, we're not going to do as well.
Okay, end the live section there.